Hello Gemini, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Guyon. I am an intuitive and spiritual business coach, and I am here to do your tarot card reading for August 2021. This is a business reading. This particular layout is about business blocks. It's about uncovering business blocks to your success. And so I go quite in depth into your subconscious and your distant past to see what could be stopping you getting the abundance and prosperity that you deserve and desire in your business. So let's get started. So we start with the Work You Like card. Oh, this is beautiful. This is Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Are you feeling a bit low there, Gemini? Are you feeling a little bit like things are a bit slow and stagnant maybe? Maybe you need to increase your energy a bit. Let's see what Rebecca actually says about this card, because I can't really better what she says. Life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat, which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with this rhythmic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift the energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and find a way to dance along with the beat of life. What a beautiful message. Coincidentally, I do have a playlist, a workplace disco, on YouTube here, that I use when I'm feeling a little bit low. And I tend to use it probably about 3 o'clock in an afternoon. So I start the day and I work really well. I'm a morning person. Yes, I am one of those annoying people who can get really early and be really chirpy. But then by afternoon I start to flag a little bit, and on busy days I need to change my energy because it does feel low and I do feel lacking. And it's amazing what putting on my workplace disco does for me. And don't forget that lyrics are just like affirmations. So if you're singing stuff like, I don't know, one of my favourites is Shawn Mendes and There's Nothing Holding Me Back, that kind of powerful affirmation, it's really helpful. You know, what you say to yourself, your mind believes. Certainly use music that brings you positivity and empowers you to feel great. So that's a really lovely overarching message. Now, normally I pull one spirit animal, but it was insistent this month that I pull 2. And we have here White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic, and we have Vulture Spirit, Nothing is Wasted. So I'm going to read those later. Let's actually see what cards we've got here in the rest of the reading. This is your present, Gemini, the Two of Acorns, Insight and Focus. I really like this card. It's about what comes next. It's about planning. It can be about getting out of your comfort zone a little bit, and that's where we need to be focusing this month, Gemini. Might point out I'm also a Gemini, so interested in what comes up here. The Three of Crystals is what's your obstacle or your challenge this month. Collaboration and productivity. Now, I'm noticing, for me, that my productivity levels are not great because it's summer and it's very hot. And when it gets really hot, I struggle a little bit. So I think for me that is my challenge this month. It's also about planning and growth, skills and learning. And I feel like there's a message here about the skills and learning side of this. And I may clarify that later. The root of the problem, or the subconscious mind, is awakening. This is the Judgment card. This is assessing where you're at. This is healing. It can be about renewal. It can be finding a new purpose. This card is an important card in this spread. The subconscious mind is a tricky little character. We aren't always aware of what the subconscious mind is thinking, and it can cause us problems without us even understanding what those problems are. And I always make the analogy of this. you can consciously say to the world, I want to run a successful business and I want to earn a lot of money. Subconscious mind may say, but rich people are all assholes. And they just fly to space. They don't do the right things. They don't fix the water situation or end poverty. They fly to the moon in a rocket, wasting billions of dollars on nothing. And I don't want to be like that. So subconscious mind wins out over conscious mind, because he says, well, I know you say you want the money, but you don't, because you don't want to be an asshole like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, doing things that seem ridiculous instead of actually solving the most important problems on the planet. Other billionaires are out there doing good things, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm just mentioning those because they drive me crazy with what they try to do when there's so many problems that they could fix here. And so we have to kind of be aware of what's going on in the subconscious mind that is blocking our success, because it's usually the key to the blocks to our success are here. And where these blocks to our success come from in the subconscious mind starts here, in the distant past, in your childhood. We have the traveller here. Now this is about new adventures, it's about potential. It can also be about naivety, about being very childlike, about innocence. So we'll see where we go with that. In the recent past we've got the World. A lot of major arcana here, Gemini. This could be a really interesting month for you. We've got the World, we've got fulfillment and celebration. The conscious mind, what you are consciously focusing on, is the Ace of Crystals. And this is all about manifestation, prosperity, and new financial opportunity. Funny that, isn't it? That I was just saying that, you know, we can be focusing on making money, and that is precisely, Gemini, what you're focusing on, your prosperity. What is coming in the near future? The Seven of Feathers. This is a card that is about taking what is helpful and leaving the rest behind. It's about creating strategy. It's about sometimes evaluating what is going on, and so that you can make some changes. In your external environment, we've got the Three of Shells. This is lovely because this is about you attracting people to you. It's about social groups. It's about friends, celebrating good times. So there's a lot of positive energy around you and support from other people. Your hopes and fears. We have the Ten of Crystals here. Now, hoping, I think, for stability, success, accumulation of wealth. What are your fears here that maybe you won't get that? Maybe you're struggling to get hold of what you feel you want. And then finally, your projected outcome is the Magician, another major arcana here. This is about willpower, creation, manifestation, taking inspired action. Can also be that some things aren't always what they seem. So overall, it's quite a reasonable reading. But I need to clarify some of this, because I think there's a deeper story to some of this stuff. So we started here with the Two of Acorns, and I like this eagle card. It reminds me of how these birds fly really, really high up, but yet they've got this laser sharp focus. That means that they can see the tiniest details. And I feel that really this is what you need to be focusing on right now, looking at the finer details of what is going on, planning what is coming next, and getting out of your comfort zone a little bit, because success starts where your comfort zone ends. You know, let's be honest, if we don't get out of our comfort zone, we don't achieve anything out of the ordinary, and that's what we really want to do. We've got this crossed here with the Three of Crystals, and this is about collaboration. Again, it's about planning things, it's about productivity. But why is that a blockage? Why would that be a challenge to you, Gemini? Well, sometimes we can use productivity as an excuse. And I kind of want to say busy work. Sometimes we can try to learn new skills all the time because we feel like we aren't good enough. We feel like we aren't enough as we are, so we need to go and learn more things because we're not expert enough at what we do to feel confident in doing what we need to do. It could be that we feel like we need somebody else to do some stuff for us, that we need collaboration in order to be productive. And this could be a block because you could look in the wrong places for the collaborators that you want. I thought I would clarify this, and I've ended up with the Two of Pentacles here, but in reverse. So this is you not feeling very balanced, your time management being a little bit off. your decisions possibly being a bit off, a lack of boundaries, a lack of adaptability. And then, because Spirit is what it is, it gave me this one as well. And this is about boundaries and rules and making decisions. And I feel like this is something that is necessary here. I think you're a little bit out of control. I think your thoughts are a little bit out of control at times, and you don't really know where you're going, Gemini. And I think possibly it's this duality of seeing everything from both sides and always going, but what if, but what if, but what if. And I think that, you know, there's definitely, you need to look at what is coming next and to plan for that. But I think really you need to bring some balance in. I do feel like there's a sense of overworking here. And this feeling that you're not good enough, that you don't know enough, that you need to know more, that you should be creating and learning and doing stuff sort of all the time. I feel a sense of real overwhelm just now. That you're putting everything in and not really getting anything out of it. And I feel that you need to make some decisions and set some boundaries so that you can move forward into a more productive way of being. But it's just telling me to go again on that particular card. So I'm going to. I've got the 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Why I always get that 6 and 7 mixed up, I don't know. This is about success and triumph and confidence, enthusiasm, leadership, the possibility of public recognition. I'm wondering if you don't want to be seen, Gemini, that for some of you, you need help. You need somebody to help you, and it could be something quite basic, such as managing your social media, or a customer services manager, or a copywriter, or a web designer or something, but you're reluctant because you don't feel confident in your abilities. Yeah, some of you don't feel confident enough to share what you're doing with other people, even if it's somebody who could help you. You feel a little bit as if you're not there yet, a little bit of imposter syndrome. You feel a bit like a fraud, that you haven't done enough learning, that you're not an expert in this subject, and therefore you don't want to help or collaborate with somebody else in case, you know, they see you for what you are. But what you are actually is a leader. You're very powerful. You deserve public recognition. You need to get your message out there, Gemini. And don't be afraid. Really don't be afraid. I feel, you know, we're back to this. I feel like you need to dance this out. I think there's a lot going on in your head, as per usual. And you need to get away from that. You need to focus on what you're going to do next, and you need to have confidence in what you're going to do next. Because I feel like you're lacking a bit of confidence there. So, your subconscious mind, awakening, the Judgment card. I'm going to just clarify that because I'm not entirely sure why that's there. I think there's a message, a deeper message here. Whoops. And I've got 2 again. I got the Strength card. This is about your inner strength, your willpower, your patience, your vision. This is about having courage and endurance. I feel you have that. I do feel like you have a lot of persistence here. I do feel like you have a lot of inner strength subconsciously. I don't think you want to give up. I think you've got a really, really strong vision of where you want to be. Tying in with that card, that you have a sense of purpose, that you are able to be enlightened enough to know where you need to go forwards. You've healed a lot of stuff, Gemini, as well, I feel. It also gave me the 3 of Pentacles, which is about collaboration, productivity, planning, growth, skills and learning. Yeah, there's a theme here, isn't there? A definite theme going on, that you need to be more productive. You may need to learn new things. But the warning I keep getting is don't distract yourself with learning because you feel like you're not good enough. You don't need 25 certifications. But there may be something that you do need a certification in order to feel confident. But there's certainly this element of collaboration. How can you work with some other people to help you to move forward? What can you get sorted out? Collaboration can even be about finding a mentor. getting a coach in. It doesn't necessarily mean hiring an employee or a partner. It could just be that you need to collaborate with somebody else to share your ideas and actually get them to a point where they're concrete. Because, you know, I mean, if you're anything like me, Gemini, and I am a Gemini, your head is full of ideas. It's constantly full of ideas, and sometimes you need to make them concrete. And I am what I call a verbal processor. I settle things in my mind by talking to other people. My poor husband, honestly, you would pity the man, because I spend hours just yapping about things he doesn't really understand. He's not spiritual at all, so he thinks I'm nuts, I think. But the actual just act of talking to him quite often generates new ideas, or he will say something that will trigger a new idea. And maybe that's the collaboration that you need. Maybe it's not that you need to bring a partner in or employees or anything like that. You just need to talk with somebody. I mean, I'm here. I'm an intuitive business coach, and I can help you to kind of clarify in your mind what it is that you need to be doing, what you need to be planning for, where you need to grow, where you need to add new skills to what you're doing. Because I feel like your business is something quite special, but you struggle to form it in your mind, the concrete version of what your business should look like. And I feel like subconsciously it's there. You're trying to be enlightened. Subconsciously your mind knows, I think, it has a vision of what you want to do, but it's not clear to you. And some things do become clear, but then you worry that you don't have the confidence to maybe pull it off. But I think the vision is there. I think you do have a strong vision. And I think you just need to, you know, deep inside that you need to collaborate to move it forward properly. It could be you need to do a joint venture with somebody to sell your stuff. I don't know. You'll know. It'll resonate with you, I'm sure. So what needs healing? Your childhood, distant past. We have that Traveller. We have that Fool card. And this is about innocence. It can also be about a journey. It could be about taking a leap of faith. It can be about spontaneity. But why does that need healing, Spirit? What's gone on in the past that's needed healing? I've got 2 cards. The 3 of Cups there. Social groups, friends, celebrations, good times. And then we've got the Ace of Wands. These are really good, positive cards. I'm not sure that there is something that necessarily needs healing around this. Why does this need healing, Spirit? We've got the Traveller, who's all about innocence, new journeys. He's also about adventures. Is this something that's happened to you in the past? You started off a new adventure, you worked with people. You did collaborate with people. And then, I don't know, you took a lot of action. I think I need to go again on this one, because I do feel like there's something there. There's something there that maybe went wrong. And now I have the 8 of Wands, which is about a lot of energy, moving forwards, but also at the same time letting things go. Did you have to let go of that success, Gemini? What went wrong there? Oh, hang on. We've got the Devil card. This is about feeling controlled. Ambitions, the shadow self, materialism, feeling temptation of some sort. What has happened here? I'm going to spread these out a little bit so that I can see them better, because there is a story here and I need to see what it is. Start with this innocence, this faith, I believe, taking a leap of faith into collaborating with other people. And I think it was successful. I think you felt very confident, you took a lot of confident action. You got results, you moved forwards. And then something took over. And I don't think that Devil card represents you. I think it represents the people that you collaborated with. And I think that it all went horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. That their level of ambition, their materialism, took everything away from you. That's what I feel. It's, I don't know, it came to a funny ending, an ending that maybe made you feel a little bit betrayed and upset, I have there the Six of Swords. This is about you feeling sad, having to let go of something, needing to go on a very healing journey, feeling trapped a little bit by these swords. It went wrong, didn't it, Gemini? You trusted people before and it's gone wrong. Their greed, their materialism, their possibly even somebody who was addicted to something, destroyed the collaboration. And this is why you're struggling with this collaborative energy, because you feel like you need to bring somebody in. You feel like you need to speak to somebody, a coach, maybe you need a partner, maybe you need an employee, maybe you just need a contractor to come and do something for you. But because you've been burned, you're struggling to actually move forward with that. Your subconscious is saying to you, yeah, maybe that's not a great idea. Maybe, you know, this is not. There's some reluctance there, I feel. Now, in your recent past, in the last 3 to 6 months, we've got the World card, which is about completing something. It's about coming full circle. It's about achieving some goals and feeling fulfilled. And I feel like you're really quite happy, actually. I think you know where you want to go, but you've not finalised the finer details. I think, you know, there's a lot of positivity there, but there's just this finer points of how to move forward are eluding you a little bit, which is why we come to this present card about needing insight and focus and some more balance. And you're consciously focusing on the Ace of Crystals, financial opportunities, manifestation and prosperity. It doesn't need clarification. It's really what we all want in our business. We don't start a business to be poor and impoverished. You know, we all want to manifest prosperity. We want to manifest success. But this block, you're just going to need to watch this block, because I feel like you do need some assistance. But because you've been let down, you're reluctant, and it may slow down your success. In the near future, we've got the Seven of Feathers. And this is about deceit. It can be about deceit. It can be about actually trying to evaluate what is going on, taking what is helpful and leave the rest. Spirit is just telling me now that if you've got the opportunity to work with somebody, don't actually take them on any sort of fixed formal contract. Can you do it as a one-off where they're a freelancer and you hire them in to do the one job, so that you can evaluate and see whether they are the right person for you. You could even be told some things that make you a bit anxious. So maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe you go and see a coach and they tell you how you should be doing things, and somehow your intuition says to you, I don't really know, I don't really understand why that would be useful to me. Well, that card is saying, well, take the bits that you do find useful and leave the rest. That's not to be confused with being fearful of trying something new and using it as an excuse. You know, fear and intuition can sometimes get mixed up. You might think your intuition is telling you not to do a certain thing, but actually it's just fear. So don't fear it. I clarified that and got the Four of Swords. This is about sanctuary and rest and meditation. Grounding your thoughts. You need to ground your thoughts. I think you're all over the place a little bit with this, because you know you need to move forward. And you're a bit conflicted about how you're going to do that. And you need to really focus on making a plan and sticking with it. And that plan is going to have to include, I think, some help from outside sources. And you need to just have the faith that they are going to help you. But you don't have to do exactly what they say. But you need to calm down. You need to relax a little bit. Which then brings me to the King of Pentacles there. He's about you getting your rewards. He's about, you know, securities. He's the king of business here. He's a leader, an absolute leader. You need to behave like the leader that you are, Gemini, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You can do this. You can make these decisions. You can get the security that you're looking for. This, you know, it also ties in with this card about having courage. You need to have the courage to move forward and have the faith in yourself that it's going to be okay. The external environment pretty much speaks to itself. I think there's a lot of positivity around you. You've got a lot of support. You've got a lot of friendly faces. There's a lot of joyfulness, a lot of playfulness. And I think, you know, around you, you've got something really nice going on. It's a really lovely energy around you. You've not got nasty people. You've not got critics and haters and all the rest of it. I've just been drawn back to this card about the public recognition, that the people around you are going to love what you do. They're going to love what you do. The hopes and fears, the Ten of Crystals. This again, we're looking at stability, success, attainment, accumulation, wealth. I'm going to clarify that one. But honestly, I mean, maybe it speaks for itself. We'll see whether any jumpers come out. If they don't come out, then I know that Spirit's message is complete. Oh, no, we've got one. And we've got the Ace of Cups there. This is about a new way of being creative. Could be about new relationships as well. I think there's, yeah, we've got this fear of new relationships, haven't we? This collaboration, again, this fear of collaborating with somebody else, of creating new relationships, of perhaps creating in a different way. And then your projected outcome, we have that Magician there, which is all about being resourceful. He's all about manifestation and taking inspired action. And I think the action that you're taking is going to be inspired, because I think, you know, you're going to listen to your gut on this one now, Gemini. Promise me. Because good things are coming for you. I've got the Two of Wands there, which is insight and focus. It ends where it began. What comes next? Planning, getting out of your comfort zone. But you see, the more you get out of your comfort zone, the more comfortable it becomes. And then you need to move that a little bit further into what becomes uncomfortable. But eventually, you know, things do become comfortable. The more you do things, the more familiar, you know, you have to make the unfamiliar familiar. Because then it's in your comfort zone, then you're comfortable with doing it. You know, I mean, you try a new food. I remember when I first came out to Spain and I was about 14. And the dad of the family that I was staying with thought it was quite funny to take me to a restaurant and feed me this, I don't know what it was actually, still to this day. It was some sort of seafoody thing, and it had tentacles on it. I've a sneaking suspicion it was something like cuttlefish or something like that. And he put it in front of me, and he was sitting there smiling with all his mates in this bar and waiting for my reaction. And I cut into it and I tried it, and, you know, I was scared, you know, I'll admit. But I tried it, and it was not anywhere near what I thought it was going to be. It was absolutely delicious. It was cooked beautifully, and it was delicious. And he didn't get the response that he thought he was going to get. But that's, you know, that's something else. It was out of my comfort zone to eat that stuff. But then I found I liked it, and it was comfortable. And then when I go to restaurants nowadays in Spain, I try new foods, because you never know, do you? What you think might feel uncomfortable actually can be delicious and good and fabulous, and you can enjoy it. And I think that's the lesson here, Gemini. I think there's a feeling of discomfort around something that you don't need to have this feeling of discomfort around. But I feel like the prosperity and the success of your business depends on you taking up these opportunities, of you getting over these fears. The fact that you've been betrayed or upset or abandoned or whatever in the past doesn't mean it will happen again. And your subconscious mind is going to keep reminding you. It's going to put all sorts of blocks in your way as to why you can't collaborate with other people. It's going to keep reminding you all the time of what happened before. It's going to tell you it'll happen again, because that's what the subconscious mind does. It's there to protect you. So I'm going to finish now with these beautiful animal spirit cards to tie this all together. What I'm being told with this vulture spirit is that nothing is wasted. That's what it says here. Nothing is wasted. And we know what vultures are like. They go and clean up all the messes that are left, and, you know, and they benefit from it. I feel like this is in relation to this mess that happened, that has left you feeling vulnerable. It's about you learning lessons from it, but not letting it hold you back. Vulture Spirit says, what seems hideous has its own beauty, and the recycling and repurposing the vulture does is as important as any other activity in nature that supports the cycle of life. Vulture Spirit's message is that nothing is to be wasted, for nature sees value in everything that exists. What seems rotten and ugly has the potential to be transmuted into something beneficial, and you are reminded that any suffering that you have experienced has not gone to waste. Wisdom and understanding that arose from the experience are talismans that will serve you on your journey wherever you go. What is decaying is only changing form and will fertilize seeds you wish to plant, turning that which has passed away into the substance that will support new growth. All that you might wish to deny or discard has value and can be repurposed and reintegrated into the new you that you are becoming and into the new life that you are dreaming into being. No pain was in vain and no experience was wasted, for you have the power to use it to co-create something far better. This is the miracle in your partnership with Spirit. Do you wish you could run away from your past or deny your mistakes? Not so fast, says Vulture Spirit. You have gained something valuable from the experience. Let your grief or anger move through you, and soon your emotions will transform, for you will come to see that you have learned and grown. The alchemy of transformation is a gift from Spirit, so never disown what embarrassed, disappointed, or shamed you. It will soon be a source of great wisdom and strength as you work with the magic that allows miracles to be created out of sadness and beauty to arise from ugliness. Vulture Spirit wants you to know that you embody beauty, and the alchemical transformation of the past is happening already. Hang in there. You are so loved, and so much beauty is waiting to come out of all this. Spirit is just telling me there, that card belongs there, that the past is the past, and that you need to take the lessons you learned from it. Which is where I said, maybe you don't bring a partner into the business, because the partner ruined your business. Maybe you don't hire an employee on a permanent basis, because maybe the employee ruined your business. Maybe you look for freelancers, contractors, where you can let them go quite easily if the work is not to your satisfaction, or you don't get along very well, or they don't listen to you, or whatever, or if you sense that there is a danger around them. That's okay. You can learn from your errors. Don't tell people too much about yourself. I know what it's like being a Gemini. You kind of run your mouth a little bit sometimes and then wish you hadn't. Be more mindful. Set some boundaries about who you bring in to help you. And then we finish with this Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. A lot of bird energy here. And this is such a beautiful card. Trust in the magic. Nothing in the universe is random, for the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events and has done so since the beginning of time. Coincidences have meaning, and White Raven Spirit appears to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities so that you might recognize patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of Spirit's plan for all. Align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that White Raven is guiding you, an ally to you and a messenger from Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways the eye can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you into the light and bringing you the magic and miracles that are your birthright. Now is the time to trust in the magic of the world that is everywhere and in all things. Pay attention to how things come together as if by magic, and you will see the hand of Great Spirit arranging things in your favour. Are you being distracted by the illusion of a chaotic universe? Deep in your heart you know the world is full of magic, and White Raven has appeared to remind you that the ways of the world can cause spiritual amnesia. Stay awake and alert, for Spirit wants you to enjoy all the miracles around you. Remember, the evidence of divine order can be seen everywhere. Ask for a sign and it will be yours. Synchronicities happen all the time, so if you are in a time of challenge and feeling cynical, all you need to do is ask for a reminder. White Raven will appear to reassure you that all of this is leading to something better, for magic is in the wind. This has been a really interesting reading, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed doing it for you. I feel like there is an enormous amount of success waiting for you, Gemini, but you have these odd blockages that make you feel a bit down in the dumps and a bit worried. The overall message of this reading is to take what you have learned from the past and make sure you don't make the same mistakes in the future. Don't be too innocent. Don't be too trusting in the people that come into your world. But at the same time, don't be afraid to let people in. Spirit is telling me that White Raven Spirit's message about trusting in the magic, somebody will appear for you at the right time. And they'll be the right person for your business to help you along. And you mustn't ban them or push them away because of what's happened to you in the past. Give them a chance. But, you know, you can be a little bit guarded. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit guarded. But, you know, overall, the energy around you and your environment is very positive. It's very positive, and I don't feel like there's anybody that you need to be too cynical of. But like I said, that doesn't mean you drop your guard and just just give everybody everything, all the inside info. You know, you can be careful. You don't have to share everything with everybody to start with. You can hold some stuff back until you know that the person that is doing the work with you or for you or, you know, by you or whatever, is actually somebody that you can trust and work alongside you properly. You don't need to repeat the mistakes of the past with these people that have betrayed or, you know, caused you issues in some way. So I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. I hope this resonated with you. Please leave a comment below and let me know what's going on in your business, because I'd love to help you out with anything. And if you are struggling with some of these business blocks, you know, I am available for coaching and for private readings to help you get through it. And just a quick reminder, if in doubt, dance it out. See you next time, Gemini, with love and magic always. This is Maria Guyan signing out.